Today we honor the legendary civil rights icon, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
My poor little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Dr. King being honored for all of the important work he did for this country.
Of course, he was a civil rights icon and giant in the fight against racism, bigotry, and injustice. His 1963 I Have a Dream speech and words are being shared across social media platforms as a reminder of what he stood for and defeating the hate that took his life.
Team 12's Josh Sanders asked community leaders today where Dr. King's dream is right now, considering the racial injustice and inequality that we still see.
My poor little children
It was this speech
will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
delivered from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial during the 1963 March on Washington that historians consider a defining moment in American civil rights. But where is Dr. King's dream today?
The dream is still there in spirit, and we're living out. He gave us a blueprint, and we're following that plan.
Rashana Strugels was one of the many young voices protesting racial injustice last summer after the deaths of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor at the hands of police. She says the power of King's dream today is the call for each of us to make a change from within.
A lot of people see it outwardly. What is the world going to do? How's the world going to change? But, maybe take today to think about how I'm going to change.
Mesa pastor Andre Miller says more than 5 decades later, the fight for King's 1963 dream is at the forefront of political divisions.
It's far removed, to be honest, and you can look at it from a political spectrum right now. Many things that happen, I tell people it was only a grandmother ago. We got to get to a place where we stop denying the Black experience. If you look at what happened in the Capitol, if those were other groups, other marginalized groups or minority groups, the response would have been totally different, and that is a fact in this nation.
Rashana says as we head into a new administration, King's dream of our nation's character can be met by legislators working together.
We need to focus more on the policies, the laws, the bills, the system as it works itself.
I have a dream today.
Josh Sanders, 12 News.